Hello and welcome to Decoding Your Canine Summit. We're not there quite yet, but we will be. So I wanted to run through some of the speakers and what they've got to offer because I think you're really going to enjoy them. So there's over 20 really amazing speakers. They're going to be talking about all sorts of things, training, behavior, health, well-being, etc. So I'm actually going to dig into the specifics a little bit more. So you can pick which ones you really, really want to listen to. Hopefully you'll listen to all of them. There are quite a few on reactivity, which I know is a very, very popular subject. Just so you know, the summit is not in this Facebook group. You will be sent emails. You must register for it and you will get all the daily speakers. So just without further ado, let's dig into some of the speakers. So Sarah Brewski from Zoom Dog Training, she is talking on tricks with a purpose. So not just tricks, but why they might help. So tricks can be used to teach dogs how to learn and to build trainers' skills. Tricks can be used to help teach foundational concepts and behaviors, and they also build the confidence of dogs. So tricks is important, right? They can be really, really useful. So Sarah's going to be talking about that. Dr. Alex Avery is an allergy specialist. So his is on beating the itch. So taking an integrative approach to itchy and allergic dogs. So understanding why the dog is itching, the cause is vital for elimination. And then rapid elimination of itch and inflammation restores quality of life. And he says, don't fear the drugs. So it's something we talk about in our interview, and talks about long-term control measures and how they can help with an itch-free life. Angeline, and I always want to call her Angelino. Angela Ardolino is our CBD dog health expert and educator. So CBD is the topic, how to use it and what it helps, when to use it. We had a really interesting conversation, so I think you guys will really, really enjoy that. Then we've got Nicole Wild. So her topic is from chaos to calm, walks with your dog, reactive dog. So how to set your dog up for success on your walks, how to change your dog's underlying feelings about other dogs, and the skills that will allow you to pass other dogs calmly and your walks to be more peaceful. So that's going to be a big one. She is a certified professional dog trainer and canine specialist, and she does lecture worldwide. And she's also an expert on wolf dogs, which I find very, very fascinating. And she's written 12 books, which we also talk about too. So she will be good. Ian Shivers is our Australian, which is nice. So many of the speakers are overseas, America and the UK, or Europe. But Ian is from Bondi, so he is the Bondi behaviorist, and his talk is building emotional stability and strong relationships. And if you look in the events section of this group, in Decoding Your Canine Summit group on Facebook, because this is being streamed elsewhere to other groups and to YouTube. So you must join Decoding Your Canine Summit group. And Ian is going to be coming live with me next week, where he's got a little bit of a controversial subject, which will be about why he feels emotional. Actually, let me just get it in front of me rather than... He is talking about why emotional health is more important than exercise. So it's been maybe a little bit controversial. It'd be an interesting discussion, I think. Who else have we got? So yes, look in the events section because he's joining me Australian time next Tuesday. Pamela Brown talks about the importance of early socialization. This is especially pertinent because we've got so many COVID puppies that missed that important window of time. Pamela is from Down for Dogs, and she is in Massachusetts. Louise Campbell-Pearson, puppies, who doesn't love puppies? So Louise is an award-winning dog trainer and behavior consultant in the UK, and she is going to talk about puppy blues, why this is common, and that it's not about having the perfect puppy or the happy perfect puppy, that we need to use patience and empathy to build that relationship, and to have a happy puppy and a happy human. She says it's such a scary experience for a puppy, and we expect them to be perfect in weeks, and in some cases days, when they leave their mums and their little mates. But she's talking about how we can, sometimes when we've got a puppy, you go through puppy blues. It's like having, maybe the puppy's out of control and you didn't sign up for that. So we talk about all that. It's quite an interesting conversation, and also about socialization too, what it isn't, which is not putting 20 puppies in a room and letting them run riot. Dominica Canossa is going to talk about babies. My dog's just climbing on my lap. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry about this. So Dominica is a baby specialist. So her topic is dog meets baby. And for anybody that's about to have babies or planning it in the future, she'll be a good one to talk to, because she's got a really interesting story. When she had her first baby, her dog became quite predatory. Actually, she had twins, and her dog became quite predatory towards them. And so she started to educate herself on the best way. And then she realized there was a real need for what she does. Then we've got Gia Savocki of Thinking Canine, and we discussed the wild world of dog training on social media. So how social media can impact the dog world positively, some of the negative sides of social media and dog training, and some tips for dog guardians. So that'll be really interesting as well. And then we've got Georgia Blazer from Trick Wolves in the UK, and she's talking about aggression, choice labels, and safety. And then another one on aggression is Richard Gonzalez from the Domesticated Dog in the US. He has a fascinating story. So he was a Marine. He was wounded in combat. While he was in combat, he said he became fearful of dogs because the enemy would use the dogs against them. So he actually got a very, very negative association with dogs while he was in the war. And when he came back, he had a service dog. So he actually kind of learnt to love dogs again, and then he became a dog trainer, and his speciality is aggression. So he was really interesting to talk to. Following that, we've got Chrissy Joy. She is kind of, how do I describe Chrissy? She's a celebrity dog trainer, but she's very active in the film industry and the TV industry. So we're going to be talking about how to make your dog a star. Karishma War, another one on reactivity, this one in the urban environment. She is the head trainer and behaviorist at the Calm Canine Academy. She specializes in fear, anxiety, and aggression, particularly in the urban environment. Now, Yudiana, I can't say her name very well, and she knows this, so she won't be too upset with me. But she is from Dog Training New South Wales, and she doesn't mind me calling her Yudi because a lot of people call her that. And really interesting discussion on rescues, so how to make them settle in or help them to settle into a new environment. And she's quite passionate about this topic, so very interesting. Dr. Kathy Alinovi, Alinovi it is. I've just I got a typo in my document here in front of me, so I haven't said it properly, but it's Alinovi. She is from Healthy Paws Abilities, Natural Pet Wellness Centre, talking about diet and behaviour, what every pet owner should know about that. So how diet can impact behaviour. And alongside that, I have Dr. Ruth Roberts, who's also talking about diet and behavior. Her topic is using food to modify inflammation, gut health, and other components involved in behavior. So she's a veterinarian, a pet health coach, and she was a creator of the original Croc Pet Diet. So yeah, there'll be two interesting topics or speakers for you guys. So I hope you enjoy them too. But their focus is making sure dogs are healthy, not just physically. Obviously, that's really, really important, but also mentally. Yeah. Lisa Gallagher talks about service dogs and how you can train a dog to be a service dog for anxiety and ADHD. So how to train your dog to support you with symptoms of anxiety or ADHD, how to know if your dog has what it takes to be a service dog, and how to begin training your dog for public access. So that is a good one as well. She's from Collab Dog Training Academy. Talked about Dr. Ruth. Melissa Goodman, she's from Mission Positive Dog Training, and her topic is ways to make training fun and build confidence, with the object to build confidence in dogs, and how tricks can also be used in everyday situations. So that's a good topic, because it's one thing having an obedient dog, but I feel if you've got a dog, you want them to actually enjoy doing things with you. And I'm not one of these, you must obey. I would like my dog to actively be wanting to do what I ask them to, as opposed to, oh my God, the world is going to come crashing down on top of my head if I don't. So that's why I think having a fun training session with your dog is better than forcing things. And again, it builds confidence. So it's really nice too. Tony Shelburne in the the UK, is talking Tellington T-Touch. But the topic is a little bit more specific than that. So helping your dog in balance, T-Touch, leading techniques and equipment, and walking in harmony with your dog. She is also coming into the group, so check the events calendar. But she will be in here. When is she coming in here? Bear with me. She's coming in on Tuesday as well. So just check the calendar in the group, and you'll be able to see that gorgeous Malinois. Yes, he's a naughty boy, Janelle. Well, they're a bit bored because they haven't been out this morning, so I'm going to take them out in a bit. Just had a lot on. All right, where were we? So yes, Tony T-Touch will be in the group very, very early next week, but you'll have to check what time it is where you guys are. And then very interesting one, Simone Muller is a German trainer. Her focus is predation substitution training. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's she's a force-free trainer, and she teaches dogs anti-predation training. She's written a few books, but basically predation would be your dog sees and it depends where you are in the world. So whether it's, for me, it would be kangaroos or wallabies, could be squirrels, could be deer, whatever it is that your dog might see when you're out and about and want to go and hunt it or chase it. So she teaches dogs not to do that, but she does it in a force-free manner, which is really interesting. So her topic is what is predation and the predatory motor pattern? Why do dogs love to hunt so much? And what is predation substitute training? So obviously we're substituting the prey for something else. So really interesting conversation. And following on from that, we've got Shalina Seifert, which is hers is recall. Her topic is recall, the life-saving skill. So common mistakes that pet guardians make when they're trying to teach the recall. Automatic check-ins. I love automatic check-ins. It's one of my things. And the recall ladder specific to your dog. So proofing it. So kind of like the predation substitution, but not quite the same. We're actually asking the dog to come back to us. But yeah, sort of the same. And I literally just finished interviewing Jerris Pugh, who is the owner of the Marshall Arfs in New York. And we talked about canine fitness, pet obesity, and high-energy dogs with behavioural issues and overfeeding. It was a really interesting conversation. Really enjoyed chatting to Jerris. Yeah, so that was a good one. And then we've got Juliana DeWilliams, and her topic is errors necessary to train reliable behaviours, which I think is really interesting. So if we're trying to train, for example, a sit, do we care if the dog makes a mistake or not? So that will be one to watch. She is from JW Dog Training and Behavior in Washington. And then there's me. So I am talking about understanding separation anxiety for those that have got dogs with separation anxiety. So what it is, how to start resolving it, give you some tips and tricks along the way. Most of the speakers either have freebies or they have discounts on something for you, so little prezzies for you just in time for Christmas. So you will want to take advantage of them and all their links. So their websites, their social media links will also be with all the interviews when I send them out. So good stuff, I think. I hope you guys all enjoy it. As I said, keep an eye out for your emails in your inbox. If you haven't registered yet, make sure you do. Or buy the VIP pass if you want to keep hold of everything. So the speakers will all be available over 5 days, and they will be free when you register. But there's going to be some that you will want to go back to and review. So the VIP pass offers the video plus audio, plus a workbook and lifetime access, so you can go back and watch whenever you want. So that's it from me. I just wanted to dive in here and let you know a little bit more about it. Yeah, and thank you for watching. Any questions, let me know. Just comment on the video. Yeah, so you can have a look, so I can answer them. If you don't ask, I won't be able to tell you. All right, take care, guys.